This is 5th period pottery class, and you're watching
That was our very own pottery class getting in on the shout-outs. September is winding down and homecoming's only a couple short weeks away. Plus tomorrow is the career and college fair, so get ready to turn those schedules upside down. It's Wednesday, September 25th, and I'm Isabella Vollmer.
And I'm Caleb Ripley. October is creeping up on us and weather is giving way to autumn. Come rain or shine, thank you for joining us.
As you already know, Port Angeles High School has had a school-wide focus this year, educating for climate change. This week, we are joined by Mr. Logan for some insight into this global crisis and how we can do our part.
So far, we've been focusing on the initiatives on campus, but there are other concerns that affect us locally in Port Angeles. Let's turn it over to Mr. Logan for more info.
Well, I've been a hiker here for many years, since the 90s, and I've noticed in my time here on the Olympic Peninsula, the glaciers, they've gotten smaller. So I don't know if you guys know, but we drink a lot of our water from the Elwha River, and the Elwha River, according to this map, starts up at a glacier called the Elwha Snowfinger. And in 2003, with some friends, we did the Bailey Traverse, which starts right here and ends on the Elwha Snowfinger. We hiked right down the glacier. This summer, I did the Bailey Traverse with Paul, my wife, and 2 other friends, and we couldn't walk down the Snowfinger. It was too thin, the glacier was too dangerous for us to travel. So just in 16 years, the Elwha Snowfinger Glacier has reduced enough that it's unsafe to travel. In addition, Olympic National Park is home to 60 glaciers, and all of them are shrinking. Anderson Glacier, Lillian Glacier, Blue Glacier are all getting smaller, and I've noticed this in my time here hiking on Olympic Peninsula.
Thank you, Mr. Logan, for sharing that insight. Remember to do your part here and off campus. The climate crisis affects us all.
Now let's get spirited. Who knows more about Rough Rider spirit than our very own Port Angeles High School cheerleaders? We caught up with some of our cheer squad at the football game last week. Let's check out what they've been up to.
This is my first year on the high school squad, but I did cheer when I was like 9 and 10. It took us about a month and a half to perfect our routine for cheer camp, so it's probably like a month and a half to 2 months. We go over a lot of different cheers like that we know we're gonna do that night, and then we also do a lot of different stunts that we know if we figure we're gonna do that night, and then we just chill out.
Cheerleading is going pretty good. It was kind of a rough start. It took a while to learn everything, but it depends on how long the routine is, but usually to remember a routine, it takes about a week practicing it. Usually we show up to football games to prepare about an hour early, and we run through all of our cheers, and we stretch and we stunt, and we just kind of get loose. Going to Washington State University to cheer for the Huskies was a really great experience and a really good opportunity to meet new cheerleaders and learn new techniques and just have fun.
A huge thank you to the Rough Rider cheerleaders for taking their time to share their experiences so far this year. We look forward to seeing you at the assemblies and sporting events still to come.
We already gave you a taste of the excitement of our last football game. Now we are diving deeper with some of the football team as they charge through the fall sports season. Let's take a look.
This season, I was looking for catching some more wins and making the playoffs in first round, second round, state and all.
What I'm most excited for this season is being able to make it to the playoffs.
The thing I'm looking most forward to this season is being with the varsity. You know, I never thought in a million years that I'd be able to be on my second year and playing varsity. So
I'm looking forward to the most this season is the team dinners.
For me, the hardest part about playing football is knowing that every game is one game closer to my last.
The hardest part about football is losing.
Hardest part about playing football is knowing that it could end my career.
There's still plenty of chances to catch our football team in action at Civic Field. Win or lose, it's a ton of fun.
That just about wraps up this episode of Rider News. But before we go, we will leave you with our spotlight of our very own principal, Jeff Clark. Did you know that Mr. Clark is part of a local rock band called Three Too Many? Let's find out more.
How long have you been playing guitar?
So I've been playing guitar for a little over 50 years. So you'd think I'd be better than I am. But yeah, when I was about 9 years old, my buddy Joe Boyette got a guitar, and it was pretty crude, but I expressed interest in it and told him that I really wanted one, and he gave it to me. And I've been playing guitar ever since.
How long have you been in this band?
So I think we figured out we've been playing together for 6 years, and I first started, I got invited to play acoustic guitar, acoustic music with Dr. Maxwell by Sharon Thompson, and we hit it off and just had an affinity for playing together. And then the next thing you know, we had a bass player, and Dr. Maxwell's wife Barbara was a drummer, and before you know it, we had a rock and roll band.
Why do you play in a band?
Well, because I played in a number of bands when I lived in Bellingham, and the reason I play in the band is because it's really fun. And I probably wouldn't go in bars at all if I wasn't in a band. And there's no better way to get rid of stress in your life than plugging in an electric guitar, turning it up, and spraying power chords all over the room.